We got a couple caught having sex in a courthouse, and we got 17 would you rathers. These should be good. I read like the first 3 or 4, and they're kind of dirty, but they're like ones that I was like, fuck, I don't know the answer. We got those 36 kinky sexual confessions from episode 48 that we didn't get to. Would you rather have penises for fingers or vaginas for ears? We get a lot of fucking done in 60 hours. Whew. To me, there's 2 different types of sluts. You know, there's a slut that actually does have sex with a different guy every night for a month straight. That's one thing. And then there's sluts.
And if you're listening to the show, reach out to us.
Yeah, back and forth to Wesandmike at gmail.com. And I had to do something for the show at Catskill Mountain Moonshine on August 20th at 8 p.m. I haven't been able to give anybody the times of that yet, but we have nailed that down. It's going to start at 8 p.m. We got a new mixer. We got rid of that old mixer, which worked fine, but this one should be a lot higher quality sound. I got a way now that we can do anonymous callers, or where the fuck is it? It's right here.
You can do like a hotline?
Well, right. If somebody calls in, I could put this on their voice.
And then nobody will know who they are.
Honestly.
You just like playing with your new fucking toy.
I do, but we got that option now, so that's pretty fucking cool.
What the fuck?
Get ready.
I'm funny how? I mean funny like I'm a clown, I amuse you? What do you mean funny? Funny how? How am I funny?
Headphones on. Headphones on.
Microphone in position.
Microphone in position.
Decks on.
What's what you doing with that thing? Decks on.
Tapes on.
Tapes on.
Volume on.
Volume on.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition.
Hey, so are you ready to have some fun? Because I am.
Good evening, everyone. Yes, we're back again. We're back again. We're back again. We're back again.
Oh my god.
I know you're gonna dig this.
I had pretty low standards.
I don't understand what's going on here.
2 in the pink, 1 in the stink.
I love a good finger bang.
Ew, what the fuck? You're a gross bitch.
I could have hit that for you, It's true. I can't. I'm not allowed to touch the new equipment.
You can.
I don't want my fingerprints.
I wouldn't even let my kids touch it.
Yeah, I don't want to dirty it up on you. That's too fancy for me.
Saturday, July 30th. This episode comes out Monday, August 1st. We're almost into August already, which means summer's just about over, as far as I'm concerned. I'm kind of with Matt on that a little bit. We got a whole nother month or 2. But I feel like after halfway through the summer, you start going downhill for me anyway. Then I start getting stressed out about fall's coming, winter's coming.
I think you got till about September.
I'm already thinking about a new snowblower because mine's shit. I'm thinking about what I'm going to do with that.
Making the boys shovel snow.
That's free. Yeah,
that's true. Can't beat that.
Like a pizza or something once in a while. That's the only thing that cost me. We got no Matt today. Matt is still in Maine. I guess he's coming home tonight. But
you better bring back some lobster or something.
Something good. Something. Crabs.
Right there.
Bring back crabs, Matt.
Yeah, please.
He brought crabs to Maine.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Yeah. Don't forget the lobster.
Episode 49. We've got a woman on a TikTok. A guy is interviewing a woman on a TikTok. I thought it was interesting because we've talked about it in the past. She's trying to get out of what he's doing is trying to get her to say that she dresses the way she does and goes out to bars with her girlfriends to pick up men
or to get free drinks.
Sure,
which we've touched on before.
She's trying to like fight back the other way that no, that is not why I do it at all, and I just go out for my own self. And he had a couple of good points on there saying otherwise. We got a couple caught having sex in a courthouse. Somebody put that in the articles. Thought that might be interesting. We might be able to dick around with that a little bit. And we got 17 would you rathers. These should be good. I read like the first 3 or 4, and they're kind of dirty, but they're like ones that I was like, fuck, I don't know the answer to the first 3.
They're not dirty. This show is not meant to be. This ain't
this new Christian channel.
Yeah.
This new Christian channel with back and forth.
We're changed men.
Yes, we are. We're reborn, if you will. And as promised from episode 48, it got too fucking hot. And the last one, it was like 104 or something out that day. And it was just roasting with 3 dudes in here.
That was bad.
The lights going, all the equipment, the TV. It was, I bet you it was, would you say it was 110 in here at least?
It felt like it.
Yes.
I'll be honest with you. It was bad.
The fucking sweat was dripping right. You don't seem sick. So here's the thing. Me and Mike were going to play golf this morning. Then we were going to record since Matt wasn't around. I really appreciate Mike coming through and coming on. Not that he wouldn't. He's been on the show lately anyway. But he was like, no, I'm going to make it a point because Matt's not here. And that's great. But you don't really see. He was sick, so he didn't want to. Was thinking about.
I feel a lot better today than I did yesterday, to be honest with you. And I took some Alka-Seltzer before I left, so I feel a lot better. Plus,
What was it, a stomach thing?
No, my head was hurting, cough, sore throat, stuffy. And I was, it's the man cold. It's pretty fucking serious anyway.
Yeah, I hear you.
But I went home, took a shower, and went right to bed. I woke up, I didn't feel half as bad. Took some Alka-Seltzer, and I feel all right now. So I don't want to jinx myself, but
no, so far so good.
Because I don't know if I got the strength in me to survive a man cold. So.
There's alcohol in that beer, and I'm sure that helps.
Absolutely,
alcohol kills everything. That's the first thing you put on the.
Absolutely.
Well, anyway,
maybe that's why I feel better.
We got those 36 kinky sexual confessions from episode 48 that we didn't get to, so I'm going to put them into this episode. See if we can get through that. If it doesn't get too hot.
It's not too bad right now. It's nothing like it was last time. So
no, it is a little hot in here, but we're all right. We got a whole bunch of progress going on things. We got a lot of new stuff. We got new lighting, which for anybody watching on YouTube, I could see the first comment that I shouldn't have said nothing just to see if anybody said it, but just so they know, you can see up here in the corner the reflection of the light. I got to work on that yet, but it should be a lot brighter.
That was bothering you more than it was probably going to bother anybody.
You're most likely
you couldn't
correct.
Just let it go. You had to.
Yeah. It was bothering the shit out of me because you could see the reflection of the light in there, and I haven't figured out how to get rid of that. However, I think the room is a lot more brighter, and with these lights, it makes the black paint work.
Mm-hmm.
So I agree. I think it works out better with that. We got a new mixer. We got rid of that old mixer, which worked fine, but this one should be a lot higher quality sound. We got a lot more options, and I had to do something for the show at Catskill Mountain Moonshine on August 20th at 8 p.m. I haven't been able to give anybody the times of that yet, but we have nailed that down. It is going to start at 8 p.m. We're going to be down there probably 2 to 3, and we're going to start getting, because it takes some time to get wiring, get volumes all set, get everything.
We'll be in rare form for the show.
Oh, yeah. We ought to be, right. I'm going to have to be real careful and not drinking moonshine.
Yeah, 6 hours before the show.
Well, we're going to be playing music, too, while we're doing it for people. So
we'll be in tip-top form.
It'll be, in fact, just today we got Matt let us borrow a speaker, which sounds fucking amazing. And I wasn't sure. When he first mentioned he had a karaoke speaker, that's what he called it. I was like, dude, that's like a concert. That's like a speaker you would have, like DJs would have.
Yeah.
And we hooked it up. We got the wiring set up. Everything works good with this new mixer. It's half the reason we had to get this thing so we could do stuff. We could do phone calls now through Bluetooth, so we can call in. We can finally get that story out of Josh about that blind chick. Eventually, that's all settled.
Easy
we got that
to do.
settled. Yep. And so we're in good shape. We're really in good shape. That speaker, we had it going. I felt bad because I had to turn it off. The neighbors were out drinking. 2 houses down, they're out on their porch drinking, probably enjoying the music.
So I was telling you, we opened a beer, started listening. I'm like, we got to get this fucking show going because let's stay out here another beer or 2. We ain't gonna do this show.
Right. Well, actually, and that brings me to why I brought that up, because we had the speaker outside on the porch, just trying to see what it would sound like outside without the echo from being in the studio here. And me and Mike were both like, I don't know. I don't want to record. I just want to keep drinking and listening to music. So I'll probably be turning that back on when we get done and going out and having some drinks. So first thing off, we talked about it in other shows. We've always felt, and we've always said, the only reason, like girls' night to me is not, it is what it is, because I understand they need freedom. Like we have guys' day, we go out and play golf and shit, and we're not picking up chicks playing golf.
Not yet, we haven't.
Well, there ain't been any chicks there playing golf with us, but so we'll see how that goes.
I think we got to shoot par golf before we got any chances.
We got to get a little better before we start impressing women on the course. Yeah. But I don't know, and I don't want double standards, because I try to be as open-minded as possible with this stuff. We do have guys' days. We'll go play golf or whatever, but as far as girls' night, I picture girls' night when 5 or 6 girls get together. They dress in the most sluttiest shit they possibly can. This is just the way I picture it.
With $5 in their wallet, because they know they're not going to need any money.
Right. That's right. And they go out and they drink and on everybody else's, all the simps' fucking dime, and pick up guys, I think. Or at least maybe they don't pick up guys. Like the loyal girls probably don't pick up guys, I'm sure. But you can't tell. Like if you were just going out there to have fun with your girls, like they say, and I dress like this for myself is the thing. No, you don't. And we've always said that you don't, if you dress like that for yourself, you'd have sweatpants on and a fucking hoodie. Your hair would be in a ponytail and you'd be out having fun with yourself.
Which I have seen out sometimes.
Sure.
So those are the real ones.
Maybe that's the rare, the unicorns that are actually out there just to have fun with themselves.
Mm-hmm. They actually buy you a drink sometimes.
Sure. But if you got an 8-inch mini skirt on and a fucking halter top or something, and you got your makeup, 6 pounds of makeup plastered on your face, and then you tell your husband, I do this for me. I'm going, no, you don't. And we got a TikTok that I found, I put in the notes here that I wanted to play for you guys because this girl, is trying to explain to this guy that she's just doing it for himself. And he's like cutting her off at the chase. Ain't very long. Let's see if we can get it up here just so we know what we're talking about here. Nope. Well, of course, this new thing, we got new problems. Let's start it over.
I love going to dance with my girls.
Right, but what I'm saying is if women didn't like being approached by men, why wouldn't they just go to gay clubs?
Valid.
Because you like attention.
I don't really find...
They get high off of rejecting you. That's why you got to focus on yourself. It's like the self-esteem boost. Holy shit. They're all celebrities now.
And that would be that much fun.
So what makes it fun because they're straight men?
Yes, exactly.
The attention. Goofy.
Nothing about that. I just think if you go to a gay club,
I can tell you right now, the friend on the left is not getting any free drinks.
It's respectful to
she's paying for her own drinks all night.
Gay because they're obviously going to the gay club looking to find a relationship, and you're a straight female looking to just have a good time with your friends. And I don't think it's respectful to them to
Can we
go.
stop this? She says she doesn't want to go to a gay club like he suggested. If you're not going to a regular straight bar to pick men up and get attention, then why don't you go to a gay club? And she's trying to explain that that's disrespectful to gay people because they're out there trying to find a relationship.
No, that's an excuse trying to justify what she's doing and make us believe that she's not out there.
Well, right. It sure is an excuse. Absolutely. And that almost goes to prove it because here she is saying, no, gay people are going to a gay club to find a relationship or find other people that they're interested in.
And they know
But when she goes out to the straight club, the straight bar, or the straight club, that's not what she's doing.
And she knows she goes to a gay bar and nobody going to flirt with her, try to pick her up. And that's not what they want.
And this goes along with what girls always said. That's not me, though. Like you see it on TikTok, somebody will post something and there'll be like 3 or 4 girls in the comment. Not all of us. Not all of us.
The second they say that, they are immediately that girl.
The one.
Every single. They're like, I'm not a slut. You're exactly a slut now.
Yep.
You should have never said that. I probably wouldn't have thought it. But now that you said that,
yes,
you are a slut.
Right.
And it'll never change.
And they do this all the time. And it's not, to me, there's 2 different types of sluts. You know, there's a slut that actually does have sex with a different guy every night for a month straight. That's one thing. And then there's sluts.
And if you're listening to the show, reach out to us.
Yeah, back and forth with Wes and Mike at gmail.com. Get a hold of us. We'll have you on the show and our beds.
Yes.
The thing is, the other type of slut, there is actual sluts that sleep with a lot of people, I think. And then there's the other slut that goes along with what my old boss used to say, how every girl is a slut for the right guy.
I agree.
Which is a totally different type of slut. Like if that girl is loyal, and she's like a sweetheart and you go out and she's a great girl and everything, she doesn't need to go out with her friends all the time. I have nothing wrong with my girlfriend or whatever going out or wife going out with her friends. But when you do it with like 6 of you all in high heels and skirts and it's different. It's all the situation that you're putting yourself in. So I think if you go out and you're a respectable girl and you're normal and you're not flirting with people, not getting free drinks from guys because of the way you look or the way you've dressed, but you come home and you're a fucking freak in bed, that's that type of slut. Like that's a good slut as far as I'm concerned because you're doing it you're a slut for one guy in that case, your guy, your person. So I think there's 2 totally different. So let's see what these guys go on and say here.
Can I just ask one more follow-up question about that? Why is it that gay people go to gay clubs to find a relationship, but straight women go to straight clubs not to find a relationship, but just to have fun by themselves with their girlfriends?
I think it also just comes down to whether you're in a relationship or not, and if you want to support your friends and hang out with them while they're single, I think that's okay.
A whole bunch of nonsense, bro. Just admit that you like the high of rejecting men. It's fun.
Yep.
It's a rush. They feel exactly like how celebrities feel. Oh, don't talk to me. Sorry, no pictures. Oopsie. You could have just did this at home. Why are you out in public, bro? Every guy here is trying to get some coochie, and you just enjoy. No. Shaking your ass at a club when you got a boyfriend.
Yeah, that's basically it. I think the guy hit it spot on.
He hit the nail right on the head.
Yeah. Why don't you? And that's what we were saying. Like if you are going to go out and you're doing it for yourself, sweatpants and a hoodie. That's way more comfortable.
Because they don't do it for themselves. That's all there is to it. Change my mind. I'll wait.
Yeah, right. There is absolutely no way that an 8-inch mini skirt and a fucking halter top and high heels is comfortable. So if you're doing it for yourself, it would be sandals, a fucking pair of sweatpants, and a hoodie.
And like you don't expect to get checked out dressed like that.
Sure.
Even if you're not, you're gonna be like, "What the fuck is going on here?" You see it dressed like that, of course you're gonna check them out and look at them, and that's what they want. That's exactly what they want.
I will give her credit for the one thing she said. She mentioned that if I'm going out to support my friend, it's like a gray area. Because now, like, if you were single or like hurting or something, say you were depressed, you just broke up a relationship of a bunch of years, and you were like, I just got to go out and rebound or something, and which that's of itself. But I guess I could see me go, all right, Bob, I'll go out with you. I kind of can see that, but I still don't think, regardless if she's going out to help her friend out or to be supportive of her friend, she's still doing it for the same reason.
She's going to go out to support her friend, let's say, but if her friend starts getting more attention than her, she's going to forget all about her friend, and she's going to start thriving for that attention. And
we definitely got to do an episode about attention, because it's so much to talk about, but you are 100% right. The attention is so important, regardless of whether you're going to go home with somebody or not. They thrive off that. Well, it's a chemical.
It's different with guys and girls too. Like if we go out and a girl's giving you more attention to me or something, I'm going to play right into that. I'm wingman.
Yeah,
like
guys
I'm like,
seem
fuck
to do
yeah,
that.
dude. Yeah, she's into you.
Yep.
I'm going to play that up. That happens with girls. All of a sudden, they're not friends anymore.
Right.
They're fighting in the parking lot because they're going to fuck home. One of them's going home with you, and the other doesn't want that to happen.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Want
so they're out there to support their friends, but all of a sudden, you're giving attention to this friend, and this one's jealous now. So now they're fucking fist fighting in the parking lot after 2 fucking beers.
Sure.
And all of a sudden, it's game over. Where guys are like,
100%.
fuck, no. I'm like, fuck yeah, bud. You got this one in the bag. Really, bub? You think she's into me? Fuck yeah.
I think it was a nacho party I had here in the garage. It was 2 girls came together. And obviously won't say names, but 2 girls came together. They showed up. They left.
By the same guy, for the record.
Yeah. And afterwards, I found out that there was a bunch of drama about it. The one girl that came with the other girl was talking behind the one girl's back about how she was being a whore here and everything. The thing of it is, she didn't do anything with anybody. She wasn't being a whore at all. But so the only way that I can describe
Jealousy.
that is, right, that girl didn't get the attention. No guys were laughing and talking to her because she was just quiet in the corner, not saying anything. So naturally, people gravitated towards the girl that was more outgoing and funnier and laughing and talking.
Nobody comes to a party to sit in a fucking corner and be boring.
That's right.
That's not the point of a party.
So if
It's
you
to
do that,
socialize and have fun.
if you do come to the party and sit in the corner and be boring and not talk, naturally people are going to gravitate towards the person that was having a good time and talking and being more friendly. Well, what happened is because that girl didn't get the attention. Now she's got to call the other girl a whore. And
that's how it is.
Girls are so bitchy about
my
this.
God.
I went to the mall. I had to go to the mall actually to get this thing. I had to go to Best Buy, and there was a couple other stores we had to go. She had to get like a new belly button ring or something. So we went through the aisles, through the main mall to the other place. As we're going, I'm watching girls, like they'll look at her and like go up and down, like, and give like face. I've seen it 2 or 3 times. Yeah. It's like guys would never, I don't give 2 fucks. 63 guys could walk by me. I would never even fucking notice them.
Yeah.
But girls do that. They'll notice and they like got to give the eye. Like, why are you so mad at somebody else?
Because they're not getting the attention. They're jealous. That's all there is to it.
Yeah. I think it all comes down to jealousy. They're not getting attention. They're not, then they got to show.
It just proves they need it more than we do.
I think their insecurity is another thing. If a girl is very insecure,
obviously you're insecure when you're wearing a short. Your pussy lips are hanging out fucking past your skirt. I mean, what's that tell you?
But that's absolutely right.
Here comes the
they have to do that. I think to bring I think they're not happy with themselves. They're insecure in themselves. So in order to make themselves feel better, they need to try. They got to give these dirty looks to the other girl.
Judge somebody else.
Right, to make themselves feel better because they're bringing that person down.
Which is how I feel good about myself every day. I just tell myself what a piece of shit you are, and it makes me feel so much better.
You don't have to. I usually prove it to you every so often.
That's how I get through the day. I wake up smiling, like, at least my friend's a piece of shit.
I think haters on social media do the same thing. I think sometimes that can happen with men. I've noticed it with the truck and YouTube channel. I remember, you remember there was a little issue with a couple that apparently watched every one of the fucking videos because they were bringing up details in the videos and then laughing about it and making fun of it. I was like, guys, you don't realize that there's like little kids that watch my video. That's why my video is on the trucking thing, not obviously.
Oh, yeah, that was a big blowout.
Big blowout. They were like, oh, your stupid videos. And this, well, they're stupid because there's like 8-year-olds that are watching them. So I'm kind of trying to pander to them a little bit.
Not to mention, if they're stupid, here's an idea. Just don't watch.
Simple as that.
That's simple. No different than this.
Right.
If you don't like what we talk about or what we do, you literally don't have to listen. It is that easy.
Right. There's 4 million podcasts and now listen to a different one.
Yeah. If you don't like something, I don't like fucking sushi, so I don't eat it. It's solved. It's just that simple. I don't understand. I don't like a TV show. I don't watch it.
Yeah.
I don't like your YouTube channel. I don't watch it. It's that easy.
Simple as
Why
that.
am I going to watch it and then make fun of you? Be like, oh, you're gay. That's stupid. Well, I don't have to watch the fucking thing if I don't like it then. It's that simple.
And they brought up details of things I've talked about in an hour-long, because those were getting to be like hour-long videos of the truck. They're bringing up details about where I was and stuff. I'm thinking to myself,
proves how much they watch it.
Right. You've watched them all.
Yeah.
Then.
And like you said, if it's in like it's a 2-hour YouTube. So if they pick up something that's like an hour in, they literally, it's not like they watch 10 minutes of it and bust your balls. They must have watched at least an hour in to know
find that part.
Exactly. So it's like they're so boring and they're so gay or whatever, but yet you make it a point to watch them all the time.
Yeah.
Thanks for the views. I like it when I cash the check every month.
Right. You watched it that long. You went through 3 or 4 ads on there. I still made the same money off you as I did somebody that likes the fucking video. So it made no
love those haters. Love those haters.
So I think that goes along hand in hand. I think it's the same thing as girls do to other girls. I think I know it sounds cocky to say it, but I think I was doing good with those videos. I think a lot of people liked them, and I think there's a handful of people that aren't happy with their own lives. Therefore, they have to try to make you sound like a piece of shit and like you're dumb and doing stupid to make themselves feel better about themselves. The thing with YouTube stuff is you can go do the same videos as I am.
Exactly.
Like if you want that attention and you're not getting it and you're mad at me because you're not getting it or you're jealous about what's going on, you just do it.
I'd have to say, I mean, this isn't a fucking scientific fact, but I would say 80 to 90% of your haters are your biggest fans.
Sure. They're going to pay more attention than the people that are just casually watching the videos.
Typically the haters are the bigger fans. So
think of it. So far, there hasn't been any haters over this. I think a lot of that is to do with because they realize that nobody gives a fuck here, and we will just make fun of them, and it'll give us more material for the show.
I was just going to say that. In fact, we what's the word I'm trying to think of here? I'm at a loss. We encourage, I guess, the negative comments because it's going to give us shit to talk about because we're just going to fucking hammer you, you little dick bastard. We don't care.
We hammer the people that like us. So what do you think we're going to do to the people that don't?
Exactly.
So
please,
we don't really have that on this show, but on the others, I don't really know where I was going with that, but. Either way, it all works out. Oh, I remember. So a show like this, a 2-hour podcast, sometimes I think is probably hard to listen to. We've talked about doing it shorter. I think I like the idea of a 2-hour pod. You put it on, you might get out of the truck for a minute, do something. You don't have to turn it off. It's like not something that you pay attention to 100%. You just kind of listen to it in the background. You get to a funny part. You might pay attention.
We have some people though that listen the whole 2 hours and
Josh, he's one of them. He and Dave, they're mentioning shit that's like I forgot about. I didn't even know we talked about.
He's a big one.
Yeah, Scott's a big. Yep, yeah, there's a bunch.
Yeah,
but
dedicated.
The people that like kind of goes to show the people that like the show just turn it on, listen to the 2 hours, and do their thing throughout the day, do their dishes, or. But the haters, they're going to turn it on and sit on their fucking couch and pay attention to every word we say because they're looking for shit to catch us on or to make fun of us on. So they're going to pay more. So like you said, they're our biggest fan.
What are they going to catch us on? Like we said, we don't give a fuck.
Right. There's 16,000 people listening. Do you think we care about you?
Couldn't emphasize this enough. We don't give a fuck. We would pray that you do something to give us some more ammo.
There's actually people out there that sit in offices and listen to shit like this. They call, I believe it's called the FFA or FAA, the Federal Audio or what the fuck federal something about broadcasting and stuff. But anyway, like if you say the wrong thing, like if you talk about rape and you say it wrong, like the people that try to cancel you, we don't care what the fuck they have to say.
Yeah. Big deal.
I don't give a fuck.
We'll fucking start up a new name tomorrow, and this took off so fast. We already have so many fans listening. You think it wouldn't matter if we change our name tomorrow? We're gonna have 16,000 listeners next week.
Sure, fuck them.
Just it ain't gonna matter.
Fuck them and their little dicks.
Yeah, exactly. It's not gonna fucking matter.
But anyway, that all goes along. I guess that turned into a long, drawn out thing, but it all goes along with this attention thing, and then haters for girls, and they go out, and I think it's kind of. I think it's kind of a natural thing for human beings in general. You take guys always try to be the alpha guy. And I think that goes back in like cavemen days when you had to reproduce. Like, think of a lion. The toughest lion gets to reproduce.
He must have watched National Geographic last night. Carry on.
Well, and I think it goes with women too. They got to be the prettiest. They got to get the most attention, and because for reproduction purposes, in a weird Darwinism type of way, if you believe in that, which we do not. We believe in the Lord Jesus Christ, our Savior.
Absolutely.
On this show, as we've talked about since we've changed. So that's our attention segment of the show. I feel like that was I wanted to get that off our chest because she was just proving herself.
That's one of those things
she couldn't get out of it.
We got to get another female listener on here and go over this topic again.
Yes.
I guess touch on it and get her point of view.
We got to find one that's open-minded enough that will tell us when she's wrong, when women are wrong.
Exactly.
You can't get one of these tough-ass girls that are
the alpha female.
Right.
You can't have that one.
Yeah, no go. Because they're never wrong. They're never going to see it from your side of you. They're never going to take any criticism. So it's just, there's no sense in even putting them on the show.
Like this girl right here can't come on the show because she clearly cannot.
Right. No matter what this guy, how he cut her off and how he shut her down on her facts.
She had an excuse for anything.
Right. And I ain't going to deal with that shit.
Well, you just got your fucking 10 minutes of fame, bitch.
If you guys could, if we can find a girl open-minded enough to come on here and talk about this and prove me wrong, I'll apologize to 16,000 people for being wrong about it. Mm-hmm. Show me I'm wrong. So
make no mistake about it. We don't give a fuck if we're wrong, but we'll apologize to make it look right.
That's absolutely right.
We'll do the gentleman thing, I guess.
Right. just because I said we would now at this point, we really don't want to have to apologize, but we will if we got to.
Take a lot right out of us, but.
I don't know what this is. I didn't read it. Somebody put it in. I thought maybe we could make something out of it. Young couple caught having sex multiple times in a Toowoomba courthouse. I put
this in, but if I did, it's only because I think she's hot.
No, I think she is too. Absolutely.
So maybe that's why.
Can we zoom in on that? Oh, yeah, we can.
Oh, yeah, she could get it.
1 to 10?
That's going to get 8.5.
I'm going to go 8.5. Sure. Solid 8.5.
I'm not a big tit guy, and she's got small tits, but I mean, I'd like them to be a little bigger, but she's still getting a solid 8.5 from me.
I could tell you the little bit of the ass that we could see. That's a nice one.
Her hands look a little funny though, don't they? In that picture,
they do. They look a little manly.
It's not going to change my 8.5 at all. She's fucking hot.
A young couple was seen having sex 3 times on CCTV in a courtroom foyer while waiting for the woman to appear before a judge. Shamika Julie Leading, 19 of Queensland. Can't stand her name. Was scheduled to appear in a Toowoomba Magistrates Court on June 28th, 2022 in support of her partner, James Quinn.
Well, she's certainly supporting him, I can tell you. Oh, shit.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. She was all for him there. A young couple who engaged in public sex 3 times in a courtroom. Okay, how is this guy doing 3 times in that amount? You can't tell me.
You ain't shit.
How long are you at a courthouse? Sometimes the wait is long, but still, 2, 3 hours, 4 hours? Even that.
I'm still not doing it 3 times in 3 hours.
Exactly. You don't have enough time to reset.
No, hell no.
I don't, anyway.
God, no.
I need a week or 2.
At least.
A young couple who engaged in public sex 3 times in a courtroom foyer was sentenced to outrageous behavior. That was apparently the name of the charge, outrageous behavior. Is that such a thing? Have you ever heard of that here? Queensland is wherever that is.
No, I haven't, but...
After a court heard, it was simply exuberance of youth.
So apparently everybody's just jealous.
Well, so that's how they tried to get out of it. They were just, they're just kids. Which I'm kind of with. I'm like,
fuck it.
I mean, maybe you shouldn't be doing it.
I mean, everybody doesn't have sex. I mean, granted, not everybody does it in a courtroom foyer,
right?
But granted, everybody has sex. So.
Absolutely. I don't know if you should do it if there's like kids walking around and shit. That's probably, I get that point of it, but.
Well, fuck them. They got to learn somehow.
Shamika, 19, was scheduled to appear in Toowoomba Magistrates Court on June 28th, 2022 for an unrelated matter with her partner, James, by her side. According to the Chronicle, the couple was captured on CCTV moving to a seat in the eastern end of the courthouse public waiting area around 9:40 a.m. Boy, that was even early.
Yeah.
Depending on what time they got up.
Morning sex is usually the best.
Sure. Why don't they just get up a little early and do it at home?
It's not as exciting.
Yeah. Well, of course, I guess if it was her and
apparently you've never had sex in a fucking courtroom.
No, I have not. I don't know if I probably ever will. I would, but I don't know if I ever will get that chance.
I'm going to put that on a bucket list.
Yeah, hopefully I'm not in court anytime soon, so it will. They were captured at 9:40 a.m. Where leading, which is Shamika, was caught straddling Quinn, and the pair began to kiss vigorously, according to police prosecutor.
Oh, tell me more,
Mr. Francis. Oh yeah, there's the whole picture.
Oh boy, she got them long legs.
Yeah, she does. Long legs, nice ass.
God damn.
Nice little arms on her, fingers weird. I can't find anything really to make fun of her about. I think that's why she goes right.
I would have fucked her right in the judge's chair.
I would have moved his ass out of the chair to fuck him. Take me away when I'm done.
What's he got, a fucking gavel or something? Court's in session.
Yeah, give me that. Let me use that.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
That reminds me of a thing. I was in Spencer's yesterday looking in the sex toy section. And
what are you going to do with a sex toy?
Well, I wasn't alone.
What was his name?
What was his name? James or whatever the fuck it was. But there was an old couple in there, and I didn't know if I thought it was cool or if I thought it was weird.
Literally, first, as soon as you said that, my instinct was, that's cool.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but
they were there because I was like
living
looking
their life. Fuck it.
We were looking through the different ones, and they got they got a whole wall dedicated to it now. It's basically a sex store, Spencer's at this point.
That's always been a weird store, though.
It sure has. But they get more and more and more. Now they got the whole back wall is nothing but sex outfits and handcuffs and toys and shit for women. So anyway, we're there looking, and we're like pointing at boxes and like taking them out and reading the back and stuff. And we turn around, there's like an old couple right behind us.
You should really try this. This is pretty good.
I got 3 of these and
straps right on my walker. It works out great.
Yeah. Oh my God.
My husband loves it.
So yeah, I guess I thought it was cool, but I didn't know. It was kind of weird at the time when they were like looking over our shoulders trying to pick out, and I'm just picturing this old chick just fucking rearranging with this thing, just fucking grinding. Well, that's what it is. Good. I hope they had fun that night.
Fuck it, let them live their life.
Them old bastards probably didn't even make it home. They probably had that fucking thing in there on the way home. They probably have a better
sex life than you and me.
You're probably right.
It's probably more exciting and better than ours.
If they're at Spencer's looking at sex toys, it probably is. Yeah. According to testimony in court, the couple stopped what they were doing when security approached them. Leading then jumped on Quinn, who was attempting to hide himself. Oh, so she's a trooper. She tried to help out. Anyway.
Credit for that.
Sure. 1 to 10 on James. What do you give? Skylar just came in the studio here quick. 1 to 10 on James.
I can't see his eyes.
Oh, he's got sunglasses on.
So now that I can talk, I gotta feed prick.
She came in to water her cactus, the studio cactus prick. So where were we? The security officer left the area, and Quinn then exposed his penis again, and leading adjusted his penis under her skirt. She then sat on his lap, facing away again. And this is right after they just got caught.
Did they zoom right in, you think? Or I'm
wondering.
You think he's well endowed?
Now he's redhead. There goes that fucking genre of listeners. Yeah. Gone. All the Irish.
Sorry, Harry.
All the Irish guys won't be listening anymore. She then sat on his lap facing away and again started moving up and down on his lap, appearing to again engage in sexual intercourse. So we don't really know. Do we really know? I mean, they're assuming
I'm going to go with they were fucking.
I got to assume that. Sure.
If she straddled me, I'm telling you right now, we're fucking.
Yeah, if she had a skirt on and
absolutely.
My dick was out, well, I'm not just going to.
I don't give a fuck.
Right.
I'm telling you right now, you straddle me, you're getting fucked.
The pair continued until they were interrupted once more by a volunteer court staff member, but they resumed after.
If they would just leave him the fuck alone and let him finish, it would be over with. Just mind your fucking, stay out of the fucking room. Give him 5 minutes.
This is one of them things where the security guard was making this worse than it had to be.
Yeah, just mind your fucking business.
Let him finish. Let him finish. Get the janitor ready.
Just let it happen. Just let it happen.
For a third time, the couple were approached again by security, and leading quickly stood up and held her arms out in an attempt to block the view of the security guard, while Quinn attempted to cover himself up. Well, after the first time, I'll tell you, I would have been done.
That security guard was only going in there to catch him.
Yeah, that's right.
That's all he kept going back for.
That's right.
He wanted to see it. Come on.
Squirter.
He was just trying to catch a glimpse of her, I think.
Yeah.
And I would have done the same thing. Too bad I didn't work there.
Yeah. Well, I think he should have left her the fuck alone. I think he should have just left it happen. And
I'm like, listen, I can make this all go away, but my turn's next.
That's right.
You fucking scumbag.
Anyway, it goes on. There's more yet. So there's a tweet here. Somebody left a comment on the bottom of this article. And this one person says, with a name like Shamika, it doesn't surprise me. And then below that, this other person says, maybe she make him do it. Yeah, maybe it wasn't his fault. Maybe she make him do it.
Yeah.
The couple exited the crowded waiting area ahead of a busy court day with members of the public less than 16 feet away. So this guy says they had to go to court for having sex in court, which they were then caught having sex in court. And now they're due next month in court for having sex in court. According to the court,
So did they have sex in court?
Apparently, by the way this reads, sure.
According to Nick.
According to the court, they were easily identified by CCTV cameras, and the couple was served with a summons on June 30th. On Friday, the pair pleaded guilty to indecent acts in any place the public has access.
I would happily accept that charge.
I would too.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I'm taking the Lou. I'm taking the L on that one. Quinn's actions weren't planned, according to solicitor Nathan Brocher, and the unemployed laborer simply wasn't thinking about how inappropriate their actions were.
Of course he's unemployed.
Yeah.
They always get the hot chicks.
That's right.
Probably drives her car.
Drug dealers.
With a set of fucking
shitty
Walmart,
credit.
with the Walmart rims on it.
Oh, yeah. Yep, that's how they do
Got
it.
the hottest, and she's like, I love him. I'm going to marry him. He gives her 4 fucking kids, takes care of none of them. But yet the bitch don't want nobody else. She's right in love. It's like, I don't get it.
For sure.
Yeah, you go work 4 jobs to support him while he's banging 7 other girls driving your car.
Yep. Using your money to buy crack and shit.
Yeah, there's a fucking winner. You know what? I don't like her anymore now.
Me neither.
Now I'm pissed
Fuck
off.
her. She's
I'm
ugly.
pissed right off at her. Yeah. She had
That
funny
took a
hands.
turn
Fuck
for the
her.
worst.
Her legs were too long now.
Yeah, fuck her.
Plus, she has sex in the court, and I don't approve of that.
And this show doesn't approve of that.
Absolutely
type of
not.
actions.
We don't condone that.
Absolutely not. Mr. Brocher stated that his client was looking for full-time work after completing a construction traineeship and had 2 job interviews scheduled for the following week. Leading solicitor Ryan McCullough stated that stated that the exuberance of youth could only explain the couple's actions. Sure, I get that.
Yeah, tomato.
Mr. McCullough described the couple's stupid and inappropriate mistake as a hard lesson in proper behavior.
I don't really say it's stupid. Maybe inappropriate, but I don't think it's stupid.
Yeah. And this whole proper behavior thing, some people are into this. To some people, this is proper behavior.
That's what turns them on.
Sure. I've talked about that. I don't know. I'm not going to do it like that. I'm not going to literally fuck in front of somebody. But we've talked about how I enjoy the chance of getting caught back of a parking lot somewhere, a bathroom at a restaurant or something where there's that chance. But I think these guys took it to the next level and right out in the middle of.
That's why you order from Bangkok so much.
Magistrate McCullough. Oh, I already read McCullough part. Magistrate Claire Kelly.
I like when you say it.
Mr. McCullough. Magistrate Claire McKelly. Now you got me saying for all the
now you're McCullough and everything.
Yeah. Described the offending as outrageous behavior, saying
she's just jealous.
That's right. She's not getting fucked at home.
Go find yourself an unemployed fucking guy that's going to mooch off of you, and then you can fuck wherever you want.
You do whatever you want. You find a guy with no credit and a shitty fucking.
He's home all the time waiting for you because he ain't got no money to go anywhere.
Absolutely. She was saying that she had never heard of such an incident occurring in a courthouse. In a disrespectful manner, you've taken into the public arena a very private act, Miss Kelly said. The couple was sentenced to 60 hours of community service each with no convictions. Good.
Which they spent 30 of that fucking.
Sure. Right. Yeah. Where do you want to do your community service courtroom?
Yeah.
We want to do it in the courtroom.
Yeah.
You get a lot of fucking done in 60 hours.
Whew. Well, apparently they did it 3 times in however long they were there.
Yeah. Couldn't have been too many hours. Really. I mean, typically that's about the only situation you want to stay in a fucking courthouse.
I don't fucking do it so much. Oh my goodness.
The next thing I want to see them do is a DMV. Maybe I'll do it. Fuck it. Maybe I'll do it. Right in a line at DMV.
Really? Go to Albany. I hear they're busy.
Sure, I see what you tried to do. You're all right. You did fine. Yeah, you can't go to Albany when there'd be a fucking line out the door.
My goodness.
Well, you can if that's what you're trying to do, actually. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
You're either going to fuck or you're going to get shot. You take your pick.
The chances of you doing this in a courthouse are what?
Me having sex in a courthouse?
Would you never?
I'd never do
it. Are you into that at all? Like we've talked of, not necessarily not necessarily literally in front of people.
I'm not opposed to it, but I wouldn't say it necessarily turns me on. In a sense,
so if your girlfriend,
I guess if we were, I guess if we were somewhere in like in a parking lot of a restaurant or something, maybe like that. Again, it doesn't like turn me on. I don't thrive on it. I don't strive for that to happen.
Right.
But I'm not opposed to it.
Good. Know? So yeah, that's kind of right. I'm
not against it. I don't have any problem with this couple doing that. I don't give a fuck.
What would you think if you were there? Obviously, at our age and who we are. And the way we talk on the show, we would be fucking watching.
I'd have been pissed I didn't catch her naked.
Yeah, right.
I want to see what she's working with.
What if your kids were there?
Well, I'm telling them not to look. Turn your head.
All right. I guess that's my only negative thing to this is that if there was like a fucking family of 5 sitting next to him, that'd be a little weird.
Can't be any worse than you playing Hey Whore as they're running across your driveway.
Oh my God, what a fucking weird situation.
That couldn't have worked
I'm
out.
so glad you brought that up because I feel horrible about that. So I was telling you in the beginning of the show how we got the speaker. We're trying to set shit up for the show, the live show at Catskill Mountain Moonshine on August 20th at 8 p.m. And I had the speaker in my house where the wires ran trying to work through things and get it to work. Well, I got it to work. Mike shows up and I said, well, fuck it. Let's put it outside because it's echoing throughout the house. Let's see what the speaker sounds like out where it will be for the show outdoors.
For the record, sounds amazing.
Sure does.
Crystal clear.
Sure does.
It's going to work amazing.
So with that said, we had music playing. I come in here to do something, and I was just trying to be funny. I was like, fuck it. We got the speaker blaring. I mean, the whole neighborhood could hear it. It was basically like a concert out on my back porch. The neighbors are outside. Everybody's outside. I come in here, and I play our typical Hey Whore sound.
Hey, whore.
As well, first of all, I play this one.
Here comes the whore.
So I turn the music down, I play that, and then right after that, I play this one.
Hey, whore.
And this is loud. I mean, this is concert loud out in my backyard.
I'm telling you, 5 houses on either side of you are hearing this.
Correct.
It's not quiet.
There's no doubt that 5 houses, no doubt on my mind
Easily.
that 5 houses are hearing it.
Easily.
As I play this sound,
Here comes the whore.
the little girl from next door, there's a hole in their fence. And she plays with the little girl from the house on the other side of me. They have kids on the one side of me. They also have kids on the other side. What are you, 10, 11, 12, something like that she is? 9,
Probably
10, 11, 12, somewhere in there.
8 to 10.
It couldn't have, I never knew this was happening. Mike's
you were in the
standing
house, you couldn't
outside.
see
Everybody,
us.
right. I had to come in the house to push the button and to fuck with, basically fucking with Mike. He's standing out in the driveway. My neighbors are outside. I'm going to play this Hey Whore thing. And just to be funny, come to find out this girl is coming through the hole in the fence as I play.
Here comes the whore.
She's walking through. As soon as this fucking song gets done, I could just picture her probably looking, what the fuck is that?
Hey, whore.
I play this one. It couldn't have worked out any.
You literally couldn't even do that by accident and make anybody believe it.
And I couldn't see. I'm in the I'm in the studio, so I had no fucking idea that anybody, I thought it was just Mike. Well, here comes this little girl. The thing of it is, I hope she didn't pay it, because if I had to explain this to somebody.
It's not so much her. I think it's the parents would be like, what the fuck?
Right. My daughter just went through the fence. Now this guy's playing this shit. But this is what I mean. It was such a fucking coincidence. I couldn't explain myself out of this if I had to the parents. It sounds too perfect to fucking.
Exactly.
There's no way.
You couldn't say it was an accident the way it worked out.
Right. So
it was, but
oh God, I feel bad. The other neighbors on the other side, they get in their truck and they leave, which I'm sure they were planning on leaving to go somewhere anyway. But in my mind, I'm going, they're fucking pissed.
He played the Hey Whore one. The other neighbor was like, hey, how are you? Waving.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that was no worse timing could I have ever done that. But anyway. So
now shit happens.
Yeah, hopefully they understand.
And you know what? We don't give a fuck.
No, right. We just don't.
Yeah.
Don't believe me if you don't want to believe me. We have got the typical, would you rather?
Disgusting.
We got one
mind
from
you.
the disgusting. 17 disgusting questions that are impossible to answer is the title.
Well, they ain't impossible because
BuzzFeed we're going to figure them the fuck out right now.
Mm-hmm.
BuzzFeed has not failed us on these. They're ones that's where we get our smasher passes, and they're doing pretty good. So we're going to get right to the would you rather here.
Would you rather?
It's getting tough. I got so many buttons of shit to run. I don't know where to put my fucking hand.
I can tell you're having so much fun with it, though. I can see it.
Yeah.
I just knew it.
I'm getting used to it.
I was getting snaps about it the other day and shit. I knew it.
So here's the first one. Would you rather be so good at pooping that you never have to wipe again, or have all your farts be silent and odorless? Ready, Mike? Go.
Shit and never wipe again.
Really?
Absolutely.
The other option is, or have all your farts be silent and odorless.
It's easy to blame a fart on somebody else. I don't want to have to wipe my own ass. I don't like it. It's nasty.
I agree.
Plus, if your fucking hand pokes through the toilet paper, it's just a mess. It's nasty.
Sure.
So it's, you know what I mean? If I never have to wipe again, I'm all about it. That was an easy one.
I'm going to go with you on that. I think that's
an easy one.
Yeah. Yep. Yes, farts, I could just walk away, but I have to shit.
Yeah, you're not getting away with it.
Sure.
And then you got to wipe it.
I'm going to click on be so good at pooping that you never have to wipe again, and we're going to find out what everybody else thought. Yes. 76% of people thought that it would be better to not. Oh, wait. No, I was wrong.
They want a silent fart and odorless.
Wow. 76. I was so confident.
They care too much what people think about them. That's the
right.
problem.
I was so confident in that answer that we had that I thought for sure that that's the way it read, and it did not. 76% of people decided that they would rather have all their farts be silent and odorless. 24% decided that they wouldn't want to wipe again.
Well, we're kind of our own show here. We do our own thing. Sure. So, we're right where we needed to be, right on par.
The next question, if you're ready.
Oh, boy.
Would you rather eat a popsicle made of a stranger's old saliva or brush your teeth with a stranger's fresh earwax?
Oh, my God.
These are very hard.
Whoa. Oh, boy.
You don't win either way on this. So one way or another, you lose.
There is no winning. Wow.
Eat a popsicle for the listeners that might not.
So either way, you got a stranger. So there's no way out of that. It's a stranger.
There's a stranger on both ends. Yep. Would you rather eat a popsicle made of a stranger's old saliva, or
I'm going with the old saliva,
or brush your teeth with a stranger's fresh earwax?
I'm going with the old saliva. They're both disgusting, but I don't know. I feel like the earwax is going to fucking stick to your teeth and just be nasty. And for some reason, earwax strikes me as more disgusting than saliva, even though that's probably not the case.
We had this before. Remember, it was the shit or the poop thing. And I think it kind of came down to like where earwax is a solid.
Yeah.
Where saliva is a liquid. And for some reason in my brain, a solid is worse than a liquid when you have to do disgusting shit with it.
I mean, I'm sure I drank after people and I know I'm not sure that I know I have, maybe not a stranger necessarily, but shit like, I feel like the saliva freaks me out less than the earwax. So I'm going saliva.
The only thing that makes this hard, I would normally go right straight to the saliva with you, but I'm kind of having an issue with this because I feel like with the earwax toothpaste, I could just put a little spot of earwax on my toothbrush, brush my teeth, be done. Gross as it is, I'd be done. However, with a popsicle, I'm picturing a popsicle this long, made out of saliva. That's a lot more disgusting time,
They're
if
both
you will.
Disgusting either way.
They both are, but I feel like there's like a more of a mass to a popsicle than there is a little chunk of earwax.
I'm sticking strong with the saliva popsicle.
You spit when you brush your teeth. I honestly think I'm going to go with the earwax.
All right.
I would rather brush my teeth with a little chunk of earwax than just for that reason. I'm going to spit when I'm done, rinse it out with water, and be done.
Click it and get our results.
What are we going to click?
Click your earwax.
We'll see what happens. 62% of people decided to eat a popsicle, so I was the wrong one. I was off one on that.
They're both fucking disgusting.
I totally get where you came from on that. I can completely see why you would pick that. I really do.
It's something about the earwax just freaks me out. Makes it more disgusting. But
62% of people decided to eat a popsicle made out of a stranger's old saliva, while 38% decided to brush their teeth with a stranger's earwax. Well, that was a tough one.
Yeah, that was all right, what do we got? Would you rather?
This fucking music makes it more weird.
I feel like I'm on Jeopardy.
Yeah, like we gotta get this right. That's for $1 million, Mike.
Have taste buds on your anus or have taste buds on the soles of your shoes? I'm going with on the soles of my shoes easily.
I don't want to have to use my asshole to taste things. I would much rather use my. I'm going to go with you on that. That was a fairly simple one.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what they say. 65% of people decided to have taste buds on their shoes, as opposed to 35% that decided to have taste buds on their anus.
However, eating that saliva popsicle could be a win-win.
Yeah.
If you had taste buds on
you could taste that saliva and have fun if you were into that.
In a courtroom.
Type in a courtroom 3 times. Well, not with a popsicle. You get about 1 chance with that.
Yeah, depending on a hot day.
Right. Would you rather, for $1 million, Mike, with this music playing, have hair for teeth or teeth for hair? We had this one. Let's do it again. Fuck it.
Hair for teeth or teeth.
For the listeners, I will read it again. Would you rather have hair for teeth or would you rather have teeth for hair?
Teeth for hair. Only because I feel if you had hair for teeth, it's harder to chew. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, granted, you can eat if you have no teeth, but you basically got to blend it or fucking gum it to death. I'd rather be, look at the size of me. I love to eat, so don't fuck with my food.
I guess this is more of a physical, a look thing. Oh,
I'm gonna look ridiculous, but I'm gonna eat good.
You're right. I just feel like if I had hair for teeth and it looked weird, I could shut my mouth. Whereas if I could wear a hat, but you're still gonna see teeth sticking out from under your hat. Or imagine teeth.
Maybe you have nice looking teeth and it won't matter.
Imagine, which could be true.
Imagine if you had my mother's teeth, you'd have.
I'd need a lot more earwax to brush them. I can tell you that.
Boy, would you?
You imagine a woman with teeth instead of hair down there? What the fuck would you do if you brought a girl home from a bar and she had fucking teeth growing out of her pubes?
Well, I don't like pubes at all, but if she did,
can't shave teeth,
I'd probably still do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck if she's hot enough. If she looked like fucking Shamika, I didn't give a fuck if there was alligators down there. I'd take my chances.
She had razor blades instead of hair. I'd still fuck that bitch.
Yeah, you ain't kidding.
Good for you, and I'm with you.
I don't think I'll bleed out too bad.
I'm with you. You let me pick mine and the other one. What do you? We kind of went over what I picked. You told her what you picked. What did you pick?
Teeth for hair.
You'd rather have teeth for hair.
Yeah, I don't have much hair as it is anyway, as you see. I don't,
Well, you were right. You were along with the rest of people. 56% of people decided they'd rather have teeth for hair, while 44% decided having hair for teeth.
That doesn't necessarily mean I was right. That just means I'm as fucked up as at least 56% of other people.
Right. I guess given the situation, you get two options.
I had a 50-50 shot there.
The next one, would you rather pee in a ping pong ball?
No,
pee a ping pong ball. Very good. Or poop a bowling ball?
I feel like that's equal. That's an even, if you think about it.
That's very equal. You're absolutely right.
Obviously, a bowling ball is much bigger, but I feel like the asshole is going to spread a lot more.
Yep.
But it's still big. A ping pong ball out my fucking penis hole?
Ping pong balls are fairly small, but compared to a dick hole?
However, I'm going to go with the ping pong ball. Pee a ping pong ball. Only reason being is I'm thinking back to my old man having kidney stones, and that's very painful. And they, obviously not a ping pong size, but they're good size.
Mm-hmm. Well, I got to be honest, I had a kidney stone too, and I didn't even feel it when it came out of my dick.
Man,
the only time and it hurt like a motherfucker, but the only time it hurt was between the kidney and my bladder.
I'm going with a ping pong ball.
Boy, I'm surprised you didn't go with a bowling ball.
Christ,
your ass is pretty.
I probably shit a few bowling balls in my day, but
right, the shit you put in your ass, I can just imagine. They got to be close to the side, maybe a bowling pin.
Well, the saliva popsicle for one. That was to get the bowling ball out.
Oh, I don't know. This is so fucking equal. You just pick one and then live with the pain, I guess.
What'd you say in a couple of, you ain't winning either way.
I've seen some chicks in porn, they'll put some big fucking shit in their ass. Big shit in their ass. Dildos as big as this candle, this part of it. I mean, what would you say that? 6 by 6? 6 inches by 6 inches?
That's not, well, close.
They look like a big, like an ice cream cone. They're small at the top and like a cone, and then they get bigger at the bottom.
Started, yeah, and then they end up like this.
And they make that thing disappear. Just dripping lube off of it.
That's a Louisville Slugger.
So with that said, I almost feel like your ass would be more suitable for something that big, but a ping pong ball is going to rip your dick hole open. There's going to be blood everywhere. You're going to have fucking problems afterwards. Of course, if you got a bowling ball,
I got a funny story about that.
Do you?
Probably can't say it on here, but I will after.
Okay. No way, no names or nothing. Probably not, right?
It's work related.
Oh, okay. Yeah, gotcha. Fair enough. So I guess it doesn't much matter, but I'm going to go with ping pong ball with you just for the hell of it. We'll click on that and see what happens. Wow, that was so far off. I thought that would be like 52 to 48
I got to tell you, immediately, I thought that was very equal. I thought that would have been a lot closer, like 56 to 44 types. Like close.
But instead, 73% of people went with what we went with pee a ping pong ball. 27% went with pooping a bowling ball. I'd like to talk to these bowling ball people and find out what the reasons are behind that.
That's... I don't know. Well,
they have the reasons, to each their own. Would you rather have penises for fingers or vaginas for ears?
Oh boy, I don't know.
I've always said I'd love to have a vagina for one day. I'd be the biggest whore out there. I'd be playing with that thing all day.
Vagina for ears. If you ever had an ear infection, you could finger it out.
Wow, you fucking threw that together quick.
Penises for fingers, though.
I can't believe how fast you
finger. Every once in a while.
Have penises for fingers or vaginas for ears?
I'm looking at my hand like, do I want a couple dicks on here?
They're basically the same size anyway. It wouldn't make much of a difference. It'd just be a little bigger at the end.
Actually, yeah, good point. I'm going with penises for fingers.
Yeah, I am
then
too,
I could say I had
actually.
a big dick. My fingers are bigger.
I'm going to go for penises for fingers. I feel like this is going to be more of a ladies versus men's thing. You know, if you were a woman, you'd probably pick well, I don't know, girls. It would be fun for girls to have dicks for fingers too. It'd be a whole lot different when you're fingering yourself. Well, let's click on it. Let's see what happens.
Oh, vaginas for ears taking a big win there. 75%. Penises for fingers come in at 25%. We were way off on that one. We having technical difficulties?
No, I'm looking for.
Yeah, we were off on that one a little bit.
Oh yeah, 75% wanted vaginas for ears, while 25% wanted penises for fingers. I just thought girls would find it fun to have dicks for fingers. I
would agree.
Tell me that doesn't feel like a cock.
Yeah, see?
That's what I was doing. I was looking for that. But I'm not very good at this thing yet, so it takes
you got to learn.
Would you rather eat nothing but mayonnaise for the rest of your life, or sweat mayonnaise profusely when you're warm or nervous?
Eat mayonnaise.
Yeah, because nobody's got to know I do that. If I sweat it, everybody's going to know.
It's not even that. I don't mind mayonnaise. Not that it's not my preferred fucking diet, but the sweat it just seems gross.
Like thick and slimy.
Yeah, it's just, imagine if I was sitting here sweating right now. It's just mayonnaise pouring out of me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you want a little fucking mayonnaise on your bologna
Looks like that shit when you're fucking a girl and you're really getting into it, like the lip biting fucks where you're not even, you're just concentrating on fucking railing.
Trying to hurt her.
Yeah, and you look down there and there's like that mayonnaise on the bottom of your shaft.
Yeah, that's called yeast and she needs to clean herself.
That's
you're baking a loaf of bread right there, bud.
That's frothy. That's definitely. I got a sound for that somewhere. I just don't.
Frothy ejaculate.
Frothy ejaculate.
Yeah.
Eat nothing. You decided on mayonnaise. You'd rather just eat mayonnaise. I'm going to go with that too, just to make it easy. We're going to find out what they said. So the question was: would you rather?
We lost on that one.
Eat nothing but mayonnaise for the rest of your life, or sweat mayonnaise profusely when you're warm or nervous? 67% of people went the opposite way of us and went with sweat mayonnaise profusely when you're warm or nervous, while 33% decided eat nothing but mayonnaise for the rest of your life.
So obviously we got a lot of people out there that don't like mayonnaise.
This is not, I get it now though. I guess if you could get past the fact that mayonnaise was going to be coming out of your sweat pores, you get to eat whatever you want. Like, I guess if my only option was to eat mayonnaise, I don't mind mayonnaise, but I don't want, like you said, I don't want to eat that only for the rest of my fucking life. So for sure, I get what maybe that's what they did there. I'm thinking they're thinking, well, if I pick the sweat, I can eat ice cream, I can eat fucking mac and cheese, I can eat whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I get it. I didn't think that much into it, honestly.
Dig that deep either. Yeah. Would you rather always smell like roast beef or poop every time you hear a car horn? Always smell like roast beef. That's easy for me. Simple. Really? Yep. Would you rather always
I'm going with
smell
shit
like roast
every
beef?
time I hear a car horn?
Really?
I don't like to smell bad. And I feel like smelling like roast beef is not... I don't even like roast beef.
I don't either, but I feel like if you're going to shit, like the way I picture, I'm walking in the streets in Manhattan, there's fucking horns all over, I'd just be shitting them.
Well, first of all, I'm not in Manhattan. And second of all, you want to be real technical? Every time a car horn goes off, does that make me like have to shit uncontrollably? Or do I at least have 5 minutes to get to a fucking toilet types, you know?
Or poop every time. Yeah, all right. Yeah,
I'm on fucking metformin for diabetes. It basically makes me shit 24/7 anyway, so I'm already used to that. So beep your horns, motherfucker.
yeah, dude.
I'm already 12 shits ahead of you.
If this is a real thing, I'd have my fucking clicker for my truck in my hand right now. Yeah. Everywhere we'd go, I'd be clicking that fucking thing.
I'm already 12 shits ahead of you for the day.
I would just set it on. I'd be pushing the panic button all the time. Just let the fucking thing beep as soon as you pull in the driveway. So you decided poop every time you hear a car horn?
I'm telling you right now, I don't want to smell. I don't want to smell.
But I feel like if you're gonna shit, you're gonna smell like shit anyway. Which is almost, I'd rather smell like roast beef than shit.
And I don't smell like shit. So
I see what you're doing. You're more along the lines of when this happens, you got to go to the bathroom.
Not only that,
I guess in my mind, I'm thinking somebody beeps, shit comes out of my ass instantly. So let's click and see what they said. 64% of people decided to smell like roast beef, while 36% decided to poop every time they hear a car horn.
So 64% of people like to smell bad.
I would like
dirty motherfuckers.
Some of these I would like to, like some of this stuff I want to bring to the show at Catskill Mountain Moonshine to see what people in the audience's thoughts are on this stuff, because I would like to hear their reasoning for that and why they picked what they picked.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see, because you know how we go over everything and try to work it out in our head.
Something like this, very similar, will be good for that show.
Sure.
Because we'll read it and we'll get the whole audience involved or something. We might even be able to make a game type scenario. Write it down on a piece of paper.
Yeah.
At the end of the 17 questions, whoever got the most right gets a free shirt or something silly.
Sure.
Just an idea, but you know, we don't know, but just something silly to think about.
We've already done this one in a show, but I'm going to add this to the notes right now.
Well, I don't know we can do this one because we've already done it.
Yeah, but maybe it'll remind me to get more or something like that. It's a pretty good one.
But this would be good, you know, and then at the end of the 17, whoever got the most right could get a fucking free shirt or something.
I was at Spencer's yesterday. They had, you remember that game with the cards that was big for a little while at parties? What was the name of that?
Cards Against Humanity?
Yes. They had a game like that. It was for like a drinking game. But you get a card, I get a card. This person everybody gets cards. And I thought about trying to work out a way to put this in the audience. I don't know if this is going to work yet. But then we call on you, and when they stand up, it's would you rather, and then they got to read their question, and they got to read your question, and they both got to figure out. I was reading the back of the box, so it sounded like it would be I might go back to Spencer's and pick that up and see if I can make that work for the show. It'd be kind of cool. When you come through the door to go to the show,
you get it.
Everybody gets a card, and I think that'll work out good. Next question: would you rather eat poop flavored ice cream or ice cream flavored poop?
Ice cream flavored poop, easily.
Yeah, because then you're not actually eating poop. You're eating ice cream that tastes like poop.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. That is pretty easy. The question was,
if ice cream tastes like shit,
it just tastes shitty. Yeah. But if it's shit that tastes like ice cream, it's going to taste good, but you're literally eating shit.
But I won't know that, I guess. You're not winning here either way.
Yeah, I guess you're not. But I'm going to stick with what you decided to. So the question was, would you rather eat poop flavored ice cream or ice cream flavored poop? And we decided on that one. 60% also decided on that one.
Ice cream flavored poop.
While 40% decided to eat poop flavored ice cream. Yeah, that didn't seem too hard.
No.
These are good ones, though.
Yeah.
These are real good ones.
They certainly are disgusting.
They sure are. Would you rather watch a hardcore porno starring your parents or sit with your parents as they watch a hardcore porno starring you?
Me. We've already we did something similar
in a different type of wording. We did the same type of thing. Yeah.
We can watch it starring me.
Yeah, I'd rather watch them. I'm not going to get embarrassed.
My old man, he's like, that's my boy. You learned that move from me.
My mom knows I have sex, so it's not like a big secret.
I don't want to watch them having sex.
Right.
Sure.
I'm sure they wouldn't want to watch me, but in this situation,
it'd be less uncomfortable for me watching me have sex with them there, as opposed to
watching them. So I'm going to sit with that. The question was, would you rather watch a hardcore porno starring your parents, or sit with your parents as they watch a hardcore porno starring you? 54% of people decided to watch a hardcore porno starring their parents.
Those are the ones that live in their basement, in their parents' basement still. Fucking weirdos.
I think females are going to have
another funny story about this.
All right. That I can't talk about because it's work related.
I wish I could.
I think females to male ratio on this is going to be different. I think females would probably prefer to watch their parents because for some reason females
don't want their parents to know how dirty they are.
Yeah, or a little bit more. Right. Daddy's little angel's getting fucking nailed in her asshole.
Yeah, she's no fucking angel.
Well, anyway. Would you rather puke every time you smell good food or get explosive diarrhea every time you're sexually aroused?
Puke every time I smell good food.
Puke? Yeah. I think I can explain puking a little bit easier than I could if I had explosive diarrhea in my pants.
Man.
Every time.
Every time I'm sexually aroused, that's 24/7.
Yeah, not only that, you're sitting on the couch with your girl, you're watching a movie, she starts rubbing your lap, and all of a sudden you fucking shit everywhere. That's the end of that.
What are you going to do? Sorry, I can't have sex. I got to go shit.
Yeah. She's not going to want it because it's disgusting. I'm not going to want it because I'm fucking embarrassed now. I shit my pants with explosive diarrhea. Absolutely. I'm going with puke every time you smell good food. 74% of people, yeah, that was pretty easy. 74% of people decided to puke every time you smell good food, while 26% decided to get explosive diarrhea every time you're sexually aroused. How many we got here? Holy fuck, I'm running out of music for this. Would you rather dive into a pool full of semen or dive into a pool full of blood? Blood. Simple. Didn't even have to think about that.
Mm-hmm.
Although I feel like you can catch more shit from blood.
Well, you're going to catch it either way.
Yeah.
I think,
like, you know, if you like HIV, you can get that if you have an
not to
open
mention, I don't think that, well, apparently maybe this is a question based on people that don't have any diseases, so we're equal.
All right, yeah. If we're gonna base it on people that have no diseases, I'm definitely going blood.
I'm still going, yeah.
I'm just thinking, if you can catch HIV from 2 open wounds on your hand, obviously jumping in a pool full of blood, you're going to catch it if there's diseases in there. Or I imagine you can catch stuff from semen, but I don't know if it's the same.
Not to mention, I feel like the semen's thicker.
Oh God, can you imagine getting out and it's like fucking dripping on?
It's like frosting on a fucking cinnamon bun.
Frothy ejaculate.
Yeah, you imagine it. You couldn't even really swim in it.
I'm going to go with dive into the blood thing, like you said. I'm going to go with that. Let's see what Yeah, 64% of people decided to dive into a pool full of blood, while 36% decided to dive into some fucking cum.
Those are the fucking sluts that go out for themselves.
Yeah, good for them.
Yeah, and they should.
Would you rather always have a gigantic booger hanging out of your nose, or always have the most pungent BO that anyone has
booger
ever
out of
smelled?
my nose. I already said I don't like to smell bad. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Not happening.
I'm going to go with you on that, but this is my guess, is that the rest of the world is going to go with they'd rather smell BO.
I agree with that, but I'm
still not.
That's disgusting.
I'm still going with booger out of my nose over BO smell forever. Oh, wow. No. Every time I decide that I'm going to go out on a limb
we
here.
never fucking know on these.
People surprise you every day. 72% decided always have a gigantic booger hanging out of their nose. 28% decided to smell like BO always. That was a good one. Would you rather have sex with a pig? Yep, done. That'll do. That'll do, pig.
He's already had a few.
Yeah, I don't even have to read the rest of it. Would you rather have sex with a... It took me a second to catch on to what you were saying. Yeah, fuck, I've already done this. Would you rather? Would you rather have sex with a pig without anyone ever finding out, or not having sex with a pig, but everyone on Earth, including strangers, thinks you did? Wow. My mind is blown on that one. That's got way more serious than I thought it was gonna.
I'm going with not have sex with a pig, but have everybody think I did. Solely because essentially I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks of me anyway.
Right.
It doesn't matter to me. Yep. And second of all, I know I didn't have sex with a pig, so I don't... Jesus, what is going on? He's getting so excited about this pig talk.
I'm trying to get the fuck out of here. I gotta find a pig.
I seen sweat rolling down his head now. A bead of sweat's coming down. He's sweating this one.
I gotta find a pig.
Early a phone call away.
There's plenty of them around.
I'm definitely going with not having sex with a pig.
All right, let me get serious about this. Would you rather have sex with a pig without anyone ever finding out, or...
But you know you did, and you got to live with that.
Right. Or not have sex with a pig, but everyone on Earth, including strangers, thinks you did. Because I think I care more about what people think.
You are very big. Yeah, absolutely.
So but I think I'm still going to go with what you said. I think I'd rather, because then I don't have to physically actually have sex with a pig.
You have sex with a pig and nobody knows it, you're going to know it.
You're right.
And that's going to be bad enough.
Fuck, I've had sex with pigs and we've talked about them to 16,000 listeners on the show.
Yeah.
So all right, I'm going to go with you on that. I'd rather not have sex with a pig, but everyone thinks I did. 60% of the world here decided to have sex with a pig.
You bunch of fucking freaks.
You fucking wackos.
We fucking love it.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. It goes good with the show. Thank you.
Good for you, you dirty bastard.
60% of people, that's 93,800 people decided to have sex with a pig without anyone ever finding out.
Apparently they can't get laid.
Oof.
You imagine?
Good God.
Makes a lot of noise, a lot of squealing.
We got a few more here. I'm getting kind of sick of these. Would you rather breathe through your butthole with one continuous noxious fart, or have breath that smells like farts and anyone you're speaking with is able to smell it instantly? I
breathe through my butthole.
Same. Quick, speed this up a little. 78% of people decided to breathe through their butthole, while 22% decided to...
Bad breath is so gross. Such a turn off. Sure. Oh, my God.
Mm-hmm. Would you rather have perfect-looking white teeth that are rotten and painful, or have perfect teeth that are black and brown?
Well, that's an oxymoron right there. Perfect-looking white teeth that are rotten and painful. When they're rotten, they're not perfectly white.
No, they're all black and fucking...
brown and yellow and fucking... So that doesn't make sense, but whatever.
This is a tough one here.
Have perfect teeth that are black. I'm going with perfect, I guess, black and brown, but either way, I don't care what they say. Then
maybe
I mean, I guess
like
for the
as far as like braces, maybe like they're lined up right.
For the sake of the question, they can say they're perfect looking white teeth, but they're rotten and painful. I'm going to go with the black and brown regardless because tooth pain is pretty extreme. So I don't want.
I've been pretty lucky with that. I've never had a cavity hurt for some reason or other.
Well, I haven't had any cavities since I was a little kid, thank God. But
I'm going to go with this too.
I brush my teeth with that earwax. It works out good.
Sure, it's healthy for you. Right, straight from the human body.
Never had a fucking cavity in forever.
I'm going to go with have perfect teeth that are black and brown as well. 53% of people decided having perfect looking white teeth that are rotten and painful. 47 decided to have black and brown teeth, but they're perfect. I don't know. Like you said, if they're all these options, you have perfect teeth, but then they're not fucking perfect.
I don't know how you get perfect looking white teeth out of rotten.
Right.
Rotten teeth are not white and perfect. So
right, they're all discolored. They're like chipping.
That's an
and
oxymoron.
Shit.
That's a big word for me, but I looked it up before I came here.
That's a weird one. I do know you have been doing that lately. I've seen the snaps you sent me driving up here. You got Webster's dictionary and shit on your lap.
Yeah,
that's good for you.
I'm trying to sound intelligent here.
Yeah, well, you're doing a good job.
Christian show here. I want to sound the part. You know what I mean?
Doing a good job.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, kind sir.
You're welcome, my son.
You little dick bastard.
Would you rather live with pink eye for the rest of your life or live with bed bugs for the rest of your life?
Pink eye. Which I don't like. I've had because of my contacts. I don't take them out. So I've had pink eye like twice. Mm-hmm. And that's disgusting. But I got to. Actually,
so
now that I think
people are going to know you have pink eye. Nobody's going to know you have bed bugs.
Well, not only that, I was just thinking if I had bed bugs, I simply just won't sleep in my fucking bed. I'll sleep on a couch.
Oh, yeah. If we did that deep,
I'm going to retract that. Now, I jumped to conclusions of that one pretty quick, but I'm going with the bed bugs.
Okay. Fair enough. I'm going to go with that too.
Because I've had the pink eye, and that's nasty. You wake up, it's fucking glued shut. And remember the party my mother had for me just
a
couple months ago or whatever.
Yep.
My eyes all was there. Yeah. I had to wear my glasses. I look like a fucking nerd. I'm not doing that.
The worst thing is too, you had to make it look like you didn't have pink eye when really, like people didn't realize.
It was
because it was from your. It wasn't like the contain. It wasn't.
Yeah, it was from something with my contacts or whatever. But the point of it is, everybody's gonna freak out. That's what. It was not like I really cared that people knew, but I was like, I don't want everybody to fucking freak out and because everybody you hear pink eye, like stay away from me. Like it's fucking not gonna kill you. Yeah. All right, it's not a big deal, but. So yeah, I'm going with bed bugs. I'm changing.
Me too. 73%. Wow. 73% decided to go with pink eye for the rest of their life over.
Apparently, they didn't think about the fact that you can literally just sleep on the couch.
Yeah, my big thing for picking the bed bugs is that if I have pink eye, I'm going to look like shit for the rest of my life. If I have bed bugs, I could look normal.
Pink eye's not going to make you look like shit.
God did that to me.
Exactly.
That was it. That was the end of it.
So anyway, we did all right there.
Yeah, that was, I guess, I'm glad that ended.
Some of those were, I wouldn't say tough to answer, but certainly made you think.
They did.
Certainly was disgusting.
I like them.
Not the most disgusting thing we've done on this show, but it was up there.
What do you think the most disgusting topic out of 49 episodes?
Come through a straw.
Yes.
That was a pretty
I'm going to go with the cum-filled frosting. I think was one of the most disgusting.
Oh, they're baking them for the kids?
I guess we've probably talked about more disgusting things, but as far as articles we've talked about and weird fucked up shit in the world, that's my thing. I think the fact that they put the cum in the frosting for the cupcakes for the kids to eat, that was my. And of course Matt was here.
I put it in chicken soup. I don't give a fuck.
Fuck, he don't care. So yeah, I'm going to go with that. And you're going to go with cum. What was that article about the cum? Oh, that was like different things that people are into or something we were talking about.
Yeah, that was like one of towards our beginning, I think. Yeah. It stood out.
That was like one of the first 10 episodes,
because I think afterwards we kind of had a talk even to where we remember that stuck out to me because it was like, well, we don't necessarily have to clean it up 100%, but I don't know that we got to be that dirty.
Well, I think too, that was back when we didn't know what we were doing with the show. And I think we were more like, we didn't want to get shut down and different stuff like that. Now we're
don't fucking matter.
Right. We realized after how many episodes, so you do whatever fuck you want.
You've seen those numbers fucking literally we started out, it was like this, and then after a fucking couple months, it was just nothing but up, and never come down since. So now we don't give a fuck. And believe it or not, more and more people, I think, like what's happening here. So
yeah. Oh, there was another, I don't know how to explain it, but there was another person that I found out, ran into a guy I used to work with, and he says, so my wife loves the show. She got me listening to the show, and I'm thinking, your fucking wife listens to this shit? Like, I've known the wife a little bit, And like she's like the proper little cutie thing, and you know what I mean. That doesn't.
She ain't so proper anymore.
I don't think they are. I don't think they all. I think all of them got a little bit in them.
Like we said, we talked about what we talk about on the show is a lot of shit that people probably think, but they just don't have the balls to say it. That's all
right.
there is to it.
Yep, they're all thinking the same thing.
100%, and we just say it.
Sure.
So,
and we're going to start saying it with 36 confessions from women about their kinky sexual secrets. Now, I told everybody I was going to do this in the last episode. We got to this section, and we were all like, fuck this, we're out. It was too hot. So I brought it back up for this one. 36 women confess the kinky sexual secrets they've never told anyone.
Until now.
Hearing
it for the first time on Back and Forth.
On the show. Number one, I don't know if we're going to get through all 36, but I once orgasmed 83 times in one day. I'm female. In my mid-teens, I was severely depressed and became addicted to masturbation as a coping method. I wonder how many people around us have that problem.
More than we think.
That we could help them with. We could help you.
Get a hold of us. We'll try to help you out the best we can.
That's the problem.
I don't know that we can make you orgasm in 83 times in one day, but I'll tell you right now, we'll give it hell.
Oh, we'll give it the best shot.
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, we got 24 hours in a day, so we're good for at least 2 times.
Sure. She said, well, hell, I'd even use my fingers. Fuck it.
Yeah, if you got penises for fingers.
Yeah. I once orgasmed 83 times in one day. I wish I was exaggerating. Literally spent the entire day in bed masturbating minus bathroom breaks.
That's kind of hot. Good for her.
I kind of picture that, and it is kind of hot, but in my mind, I'm thinking about like how I would get so bored. I'd be like, all right, I got to go do something else.
She'd have to get sore.
How do you, a girl, like some girls, I guess, I've known some girls that can orgasm more than once in a session, and I've known some that can orgasm like once a day and they're done. They don't touch them after that. So I guess it's all different, but I'm just trying to picture as men. I know most men, maybe there's a couple out there that can do multiple times, but I know most men afterwards, you're like, have no fucking drive.
If she's getting off 83 times in one day, she gets off easy. So that's all there is to it.
Must. Because after like the 5th or 6th time, how would this girl even, they got to be the shittiest orgasms she's ever had.
You would think.
By the end of the 83. I mean, I kind of didn't even know their fucking orgasms by that time.
Number 2, I gave a guy a blowjob for $300 so I could afford to take my ex-boyfriend out on our 1-year anniversary.
Hey, hard.
Exactly. First off, before we even get into the comment part or whatever here, gave a guy a blowjob for $300 to take her ex-boyfriend out on 1 year. He's your ex, so why are you taking him out on your 1-year anniversary? That's what I'm confused about. And you suck some other guy's dick to even get that money.
He just kept trying to shove it in me.
So you're a fucking whore. I gave a guy a blowjob for $300 so I could afford to take my ex-boyfriend out on our 1-year anniversary. He didn't want to go in the end. So the guy that got the blowjob's the winner.
Sure.
Essentially. Absolutely. Granted, he had to pay for it. I don't know that I would pay $300 for a blowjob, but either way, he's the winner. Why is she taking her ex-boyfriend out on a 1-year anniversary?
Yeah, I don't even know why they had to throw that.
That's confusing to me there, the whole thing.
How is it a 1-year anniversary if they're a fucking ex? Like, that's over now.
Yeah, like, first of all, we're an ex. Second of all, you just sucked a dick to get this money to take me out to eat. I don't want it.
I've never...
Actually, let me think about that. On second thought, I will take it. It's the most she's ever done for me.
I can't even remember any of my old anniversaries. But if I could... Like if that happened, like how am I gonna, like when that comes up, you're like, hey, I know we haven't talked in like 3 or 4 years, but this is our 4th year anniversary. Yeah, we were together for 1 year. Yeah, well, today is our 4th year. And no, we're not fucking together anymore.
And I just happened to suck a dick and I got money, so we can go to dinner now.
Right. As far as I'm concerned, if me and my girlfriend break up, we're done. Unless we work something out and we end up back together or whatever. But
maybe she's trying to win him back.
Like you're not going to hear from me on our anniversary 3 years later if we broke up.
Maybe she was trying to win him back.
Oh,
of course she's going about it the wrong way, because I can tell you if she says I want to take you out to a nice dinner, I sucked a dick for $300 to do it. You're still a fucking whore.
I'm sure she didn't tell him that, but yeah, I'm with you on that. That's on one hand, I think she's trying to do a nice thing for the guy. On the other hand, I think she went about it all wrong and she's a whore.
Yeah. Well, they're exes for a reason.
Hey, whore.
Number 3, I'm sexually attracted to older, fat, bald, hairy men. Mike.
Oh my God. What's this girl's fucking number?
Well, her name here is Old Guy Lover.
Oh, perfect. I got to look that up on, what's that, Twitter?
What if you click that?
Is that a fucking hashtag or something?
What happens if you click that? Oh, it's on.
We're 18. Click yes.
I don't want there to be nudity. Number 3, I'm sexually attracted to Mike. I'm sorry, older, fat, bald, hairy men. I'm sexually attracted to older, fat, balding, hairy men, which has led me to sleeping with a couple of my friends' dads.
Oh boy, I'm in. If you're listening to the show, I'm right here.
Yeah, have at him.
That's right up my fucking alley. I'll give you 83 orgasms in one day.
If you look up older, fat, balding, hairy men in Webster's, Mike's picture is right there.
I'm not exactly hairy, but other than that, I pretty much nailed everything down.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good.
We actually know a guy named Harry.
Yeah.
He is literally hairy.
Yeah.
And he's older. Kind of chubby.
Not as chubby as he used to be.
Is he balding?
No, I wouldn't say that, but she could look past him.
Wait, what the fuck? I just caught on to this. I'm sexually attracted to older, fat, balding, hairy men. Isn't that the opposite? Or are they talking about like hairy-chested, balding head?
I'm thinking like hairy chest, back, but bald head. Okay. That's what I took.
I don't know how. I've heard girls say that. They like a guy with a hairy chest so they can like play with it and shit. Oh, God.
I couldn't have that because I feel like it would be hot. I shave my chest and shit.
Do you?
I don't like. I shave my arms and everything. I don't like.
I've been lucky. I don't have
a lot of hair.
I have horrible luck with hair. Like my armpits, a lot of hair. My balls, a lot of hair. Other than that, I shave it.
Yeah.
And my fucking eyebrows are like caterpillars on my face. However, when it comes to my chest, I don't have much any hair. No back hair whatsoever. So I'm thankful for that.
I'll shave any little bit.
It all went to my eyebrows.
I shave the only thing I don't fucking shave my legs.
Would you rather have ugly hairy eyebrows or ugly hairy chest? If you could, can't shave. You have to
chest.
I think I would too. I think I would take the chest over. So even though I just said I'm lucky I don't have hairy chest, I think if I had the option of one or the other, I would rather have my chest hairy than my eyebrows be this fucking big.
It's not as noticeable, obviously.
Although,
unless you go to
eyebrows are less to take care of. Like you could always. Well, we just said no shaving, so I guess that defeats that.
You can't wax them or do anything.
Right.
Number 4, I put an orange highlighter up my ass. This one's mine. Why'd you make me read it?
How did this was actually Mike.
Yeah, I wrote in. I'm tricky buggerish or something. I put an orange highlighter up my ass and the lid came loose in my rectum. Once when I was 15, I was watching a jerk off instruction video. Why do I fucking get these instruction video? And I'm going to be honest. I found it really kinky that she was telling me what to do and really got into it. She tells me to speed up. I speed up. She tells me to edge. I don't know what edge means.
I don't either. I've heard that a lot lately. I don't know what it means.
She tells me to put something up my ass. I put an orange lighter up my ass and the lid comes loose in my rectum.
Wow. Yeah, you get some.
You had me until the orange highlighter.
That's becoming a big thing. I see that on YouTube and the porn videos a lot. There's literally no porn in the video. There's just a girl telling you what to do while you're jerking off. So I guess that is becoming a big thing. I can't imagine.
I'm not opposed to that.
I'm not opposed to it. I just don't. It's not a turn on for me. I'm not going to use it.
As soon as she told me to shove something on my ass, I'd be like, okay, this is not going to happen anymore.
Yeah, just push pause and be done with that.
Yeah.
Or stop or whatever.
Or,
delete,
or I can tell you, at least after reading this, I'm certainly not going to use something with a top on it.
No, yeah, it's a learning show. We learn shit here.
Educational purposes.
Do not use highlighters.
For all our listeners, you're welcome.
I can honestly say that there is no surface in my childhood home that I had not humped. As a child growing up, I was very horny. I am 20 years old. I am a 20-year-old woman now. I learned about my sexuality at a young age, and I now know that it is very common in children to masturbate without knowing that they even are. I grew up thinking I was strange. At first, I didn't know, but I soon learned and watched porn from the 3rd grade. But it seems young, don't it?
Wow, really young.
I don't think I was that young when I
can honestly know what porn was.
All right. I can honestly say that there is no surface in my childhood home that I had not humped. The stairs, the fridge, the counter, the microwave once, the figurines we had around the house, you name it. And I ground my vagina on it. It was odd because I do not have that high of a sex drive. Now, I do masturbate a lot more than I have sex, but nothing too frequently. Well, we'd have to know what you look like to decide whether you should be masturbating or fucking.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's going to...
Chances are, if she's masturbating more than having sex, she knows what she needs to be doing.
Right. Sex probably doesn't work for her.
Exactly.
Here's one for the show.
I had sex in the balcony of my church with the church choir director.
Mm-hmm. We probably know him. Actually, we're so religious on this show.
Absolutely. I had sex in the balcony of my church with the church choir director with the moonlight streaming through the stained glass. Hallelujahs were sung that we didn't get caught.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
No.
I understand what they're doing here. Church is like a sacred place and stuff. God literally created. If you believe in God as the creator,
this one was a male and female. I'm assuming instead of a fucking preacher, director, and a little boy.
Yeah, it could have been worse. Yeah. If you believe in God as the creator, as we do here at this religious show,
I got my nose real quick.
Oh yeah.
2 seconds.
I feel like the doing it in church is not really. I don't think God really cares. I think that's just what you're supposed to do to reproduce. I don't know if I would do it. Oh yeah, well, I would do it if it was alone, like I talked about. There would be that chance of getting caught. I would probably do it then, but I don't think I would do it in front of. Let's see what it said. I had sex in the balcony of my church with the church choir director, with the moonlight streaming through. Yeah, that's probably empty. It was like probably like a. It seems kind of kinky, actually. I guess I didn't realize it was the church choir director. So whatever, good for her.
Does it really make a difference?
No. I had drunk sex, and a week later I found a condom inside me. I had drunk sex, and a week later I found a condom. I've heard of that. I've heard girl. Nobody I know or anything, but you see like in these movies and stuff, girls will talk about that. I didn't realize that girls can have that happen and not know what's in there.
How?
Well, the only thing I could think is like an IUD, or whatever they're called, with these girls put them things in them to keep from getting pregnant. You don't really feel them in there.
True.
So maybe, I don't know. I just don't, like, to me.
That had to be a nasty after a week.
I just don't know how a vagina works from the owner's perspective. Oh my God, can you imagine what that fucking smelled like when she pulled it out?
Well, if it was in there for a week and she didn't notice it, she probably didn't have the best of hygiene to begin with.
Sure.
So,
number 8.
God bless her.
Yep.
You really have no idea how horny nerds can be.
Mm-hmm.
Jacked off my first boyfriend on the bus back from a math team meet in sophomore year. You really have no idea how horny nerds can be.
That's dumb.
Yeah. Everybody's horny.
Right. She didn't give us a story. She just told us she jerked off some nerd in the bus.
Yeah.
Like, that's a cool story, but that's nothing crazy.
It's not even that cool. It's like
kids do that shit all the time.
Yeah, everybody's fucking horny.
I ended up throwing up on a pillow after his dick went too far down my throat. My first sexual experience was with a close friend, and I ended up throwing up on a pillow after his dick went too far. I get it. That's kind of a story, but again, there's not a whole lot to that story.
So she's got a gag reflex.
Right, you fucking guess so. That was the last time he ever called her.
Number 10, I used to use my stepmother's toothbrush with a plastic bag over the head to masturbate.
Oh my God.
Wow. Used to use stepmother's toothbrush, plastic bag over the head to masturbate. Things went well until she kind of caught me. Was sure she didn't see anything until she bought a new toothbrush. Fuck. I'm cringing so hard right now.
Yeah,
and coming.
If you think she caught you and then the next day she got a new toothbrush, she fucking caught you.
Funny story about this.
Can't tell you.
That I can tell you.
Oh, you call? Here we go.
It's not that, but my dad's mother, who obviously has passed, but she didn't like her one son's wife at the time. She was a real douchebag, I guess. She used to take her fucking toothbrush and clean the toilet with it. And,
oh my God.
And never told her. And if you knew my dad's mother, my grandmother, she was actually a sweetheart. Yeah. The kindest woman you ever met in your life. So you would never expect that.
Mm-hmm.
And she would clean her fucking toilet with a toothbrush and put it back.
Oh boy.
You imagine that? So we talk about brushing your teeth with earwax or a fucking spit flavored popsicle. That was like that she was brushing her teeth with shit.
Do you remember did we talk about it on that episode just for Patreons, or did we talk about it on the show? We probably I can't remember. You probably won't either. But remember we talking about that time we pissed in that bottle, or I pissed in that beer bottle and gave it back, and the girl drank it and gave it to her husband or boyfriend or whatever. Yeah. And he drank. That's kind of like the same thing. Like, you just sit back and fucking cringe. There, you want to be a fucking douchebag? There you go.
Yeah, you get what you deserve.
Yeah, it just made me happy that day. Like, they didn't even know. Apparently, they didn't realize they finished the beer. If they knew, they wouldn't have finished it.
How did they not know?
I don't know either. It wasn't as cold as
warm.
Beer.
She literally even said it.
This was just minutes after we had put it back in the refrigerator after I pissed in it. So there's no way it was cold. But maybe they were just too drunk. I don't know. But they never knew it was me. They never knew nothing other than it just tasted funky probably. And it was just like a nice thing in my own head. Like, I felt accomplished. Like, they wanted to be douchebags to me all fucking night. There you go, motherfucker.
Sometimes things have a funny way of working out.
Sometimes you don't have to punch somebody in the face to get enjoyment. Sometimes you can just piss in their beer bottle and just sit back and enjoy what you've done. we'd touch each other down there and then have them lick it off our fingers. When I was a young girl, I remember being super horny and very curious. I had an equally curious girl best friend. This is getting good.
This now we're getting somewhere.
Good. Here comes the whole.
Where was I?
Calm down.
Yeah, no, I'm getting.
Finish the article.
I gotta fucking sit up for this one.
Hey, whore.
Finish the article.
When I was a young girl, I remember being super horny and very curious. I had an equally curious girl best friend. Go on.
Tell me more.
We would teach each other how to kiss with tongue and touch each other.
Carry on.
Yeah. Keep going. We'd touch each other down there, and I would caress her clit and then rub around her.
That's not part of the story.
Oh, fuck.
That's your
in
fantasy.
My head. That's in my head. This fucking thing's falling off again. I'm getting into this so much.
Oh my goodness.
Where the fuck was I?
We touch each. He's having technical difficulties.
Yeah.
We touch each other down there and then have them lick it off our fingers. Didn't even realize how kinky we were being until I got way older and really thinking about it. It's also crazy since would just casually be doing this on the couch in my living room while my parents are upstairs. I think we just knew it felt good and didn't know it wasn't normal to be doing with each other. Why isn't it normal?
Well, this is like the kids in school that eat their own boogers. Remember certain kids used to pick their nose and then eat the booger?
Oh, you don't do that?
No. And here's why. What does a booger taste like? I mean, the only thing I have, like in the winter when you're working or something, you get a little snot in your mouth, you spit it out or whatever.
It could taste like cocaine depending on who you are.
In that case, I'd probably eat the booger. But I don't understand what they gain, these kids, from, obviously an 8-year-old isn't doing coke. So what are they gaining from sticking that booger in their mouth and eating? It's not like it tastes like cake or something that you can explain that whole situation.
Way to ruin this whole fucking moment.
I know, I really fucked it up. But this comes along the same lines. When you're that young and you're not even sexually aroused from it, you're just doing it as a thing you didn't really realize was bad.
She knew it felt good, though.
Yeah, but licking each other's fingers, like, where does that come in?
Well, I don't know.
Maybe they thought it tasted good.
It wasn't. Ask Hippie Lettuce 23.
Hippie Lettuce 23. That explains all I needed to fucking hear right there. Well, good for her.
She's a squirter.
Yeah, that was kind of hot. Actually, I'm going to assume they were 22, 21.
Yeah, in our minds, that's what we're going to make them. We're going to make them 22.
Absolutely. Didn't know anything about it. They were church girls. I used my younger brother's lightsaber to masturbate. Oh, I read the last one. I'm sorry. When I was a young teenager.
I had to finish it.
That's true. Okay. When I was a young teenager, I used my younger brother's lightsaber to masturbate. I haven't told a single soul. Now Reddit knows how much the Force was with me that day. Like we just, like that other lady said.
We got to go to Reddit.
Nerds are horny. I should start getting on Reddit more. There's a lot of good stuff on Reddit.
That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
I used my mother's back massager to masturbate. I used the back massager to masturbate with. It was 2 half spears, which can move side to side, and they can both heat. Makes for some orgasmic hands-free jerk-off sessions.
Oh, this is a dude?
Of course. Of course it is. These are the only ones I get.
Fucking, yeah, that's right.
Gay!
I took it from my mother's room years ago because I was a curious, horny teen at the time. She tried using it a few weeks after I discovered my love for it, and the cord had a short, and it failed to work. She threw it out, and I recovered it, spliced a new cord to it, and kept it for myself. Just that guy, 1, 2, 3.
Well, this person really went through it here for this fucking thing, liked it that much.
He became a fucking electrician just to keep his fucking thing going.
Would you try, speaking of sex toys for men, Matt has this jerk-off jelly Julie thing or whatever the fuck it is. Would you ever try that?
What is it?
It's a pocket pussy. It basically looks like a vagina, but in like, so picture this can, but a little longer. And then in the end of it, it's got like a vagina on the end of it. And you jerk off with that. In my mind, it's like, why do I not just use my fucking hand like normal? Like, why am I going to purchase something to basically do the same thing? I mean, granted, it's got like lips and the clit looking thing, and it looks pretty realistic, I guess, at the end from the pictures I've seen. But I'm with you. I'm not going to spend $20, $30 on something that I could just do the same exact feeling with my hand.
Exactly.
Not to mention with that thing, I feel like you can't, like if you want to squeeze harder or lighter or something or do different, you can't. It's just one thing. It's just one tightness.
Yeah, I'm with you. on that. To be honest,
so you wouldn't use one if given to you and you were like alone or something? I mean, I guess I would try it just to see, but I don't think I'd like it. I wouldn't.
Well, I don't think you'd be opposed to it if you like pussy, but
right.
That's what I mean. I don't think it'd be.
I just don't see it as a purchasing thing. Something that I would purchase.
And I'm certainly not going to try it if somebody gave it to me, though, unless I knew it was brand new.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right.
Does this come with lube? No, it's just been used a couple times.
Let's go back to the women stuff since I'm reading one.
Yeah.
The first time I ever thought about women in a sexual way was seeing my sister's tits when I accidentally walked in on her in the shower. I think there is a lot more incest than we would like to admit.
I'm sure.
I think there is a lot more incest than people think there is. There's a lot of people that will never talk about it. Brothers and sisters will never talk about it. And this is going to come out weird. I don't know if it's a bad thing. Incest is no good. So let me clear that up before people are like, well, you fucking sicko. Incest is not right. But when you're fucking 8 and your sister is 7, you don't even know what's bad or good or not. You're just like, wow, this feels weird. Let's keep doing this. You don't realize, God, I'm lucky I didn't have a sister. Imagine if I had a sister.
Well, apparently she's lucky.
I don't know. It's bad. Incest is bad. But when you're that young, you don't know the difference between bad or good. You just think feels good.
You're fucked up.
Well, fuck yeah. The first time I ever thought about women in a sexual way was seeing my sister's tits. Then I accidentally walked in on her after a shower. She didn't notice me because she was getting dressed, and I noped the fuck out of there real quick. I'm a girl, by the way, so okay. Let's get to this.
Yeah, tell me more.
I'm a girl, by the way, so it wasn't like I hadn't seen another girl's boobs before. But the fuck is going on here? This thing's falling the fuck off again. But for some reason, that's the moment where I was like, girls are hot. Boobs are fucking awesome. Well, welcome to the club.
Yeah.
This is men feel the same way. I gotta go up so you can do the next one.
Yeah, number 15. I started wearing skirts just so I could masturbate in class. When I was in high school, my sex drive was out of control. I started wearing skirts so I could masturbate in class without drawing attention. Again, no real story there, though. You know what I noticed about some of them are weird, but no stories behind it. It was just basically like, I did this.
Yeah, so basically, I know you did it in class, but more or less, I masturbate was that story.
Yeah.
Like, I guess in the class thing with Ed's.
Yeah. I jerked off in the shower before I got here. There's my story.
Yeah, right. Did you really?
No, but
Good.
That was yesterday.
My first sexual experiences were with my female cousin. We just talked about this. I think it happens more often. These are the type of things we talked about in the last show that I want to try to figure out, the anonymous thing. And actually, I don't know if I could, but I got a way now that we can do anonymous callers or... where the fuck is it? It's right here.
We can do like a hotline?
Well, right. If somebody calls in, I could put this on their voice.
And then nobody will know who they are.
Honestly.
You just like playing with your new fucking toy.
I do,
here.
but we got that option now, so that's pretty fucking cool, I think. So
make mine female.
Can I? Let me
you
go
got a
here.
female guest all of a sudden.
Let me go here. I can do something. I can try to fuck with it a little bit. Where is it? This one?
Do that. There you go. Kind of. That's different. What the fuck is going on? Sucked up some helium. Oh, something so simple. Don't get carried away. Oh yeah, get the fuck off this thing. What the fuck? Was it good for you, baby?
Oh boy,
that one got us.
I'm so glad I did that. Now, after all, I didn't know.
We'll have to play with those more.
It just reminded me that I had that sound thing. So we were talking last episode how we wanted to. We're crying, dude. I got tears. We were talking how we wanted to do the anonymous thing. That'll work out perfect for callers. But anyway, that turned into a whole bunch of fucking shit. Why did we talk about that?
I don't know.
My first sexual... Oh, I remember now. Because this is the type of shit that I want to get for the anonymous thing. My first sexual experiences were with my female cousin. We were both female. Ooh, go on. When this happened, we were around 12 or 13. We played Truth or Dare. First, there was an innocent kiss on the lips, and afterwards, we decided it was a good idea if we dare would be a French kissing each other for a minute, but nothing too crazy. We touched each other's boobs, and someday on a very boring afternoon, we masturbated next to each other, but not more. Not even my significant others know this.
They do now.
Well, Ivy 91991. Everybody knows it now. I don't know who the fuck you are.
Yep.
I say we do like 2 or 3 more. We'll go up to 20, and then we'll fucking end. It's getting hot in here again today.
It is. When I went out there to blow my nose real quick, huge difference.
Way difference out there?
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. Number 17. She starts grinding on me, also grabbing at my boobs and moaning. When I was about 10, my friend came over for a sleepover. We're both girls of the same age. Also, she was really popular because she was very pretty and hot. She brings up porn. I start talking about it as well. We start sharing some of the hottest things we've watched. She slowly started to reenact them on me, obviously trying to get sexual with me, but I didn't realize it at the time. She then tells me to lay on my back, and she pins my arms down. I liked it. I wasn't forced, and starts grinding on me, also grabbing at my boobs and moaning. I was overwhelmed. It turned me on, but all I did was lay there like a fish, not knowing what to do. Well, that's like most women, so don't feel so bad.
Sure, I heard recently she calls it Pillow Princess.
Who?
Yeah.
The cactus waterer?
Yeah, the cactus waterer. my cactus waterer.
Well, that fucker's going to thrive in here because it feels like the desert in here.
There's a little difference, though, than dead fish, though. It was more of like she just likes it on her back, but at least she moves around, and I'm settled for that. I'll settle for that.
At your age and your looks, you better settle for anything.
You gotta settle for what you can fucking get.
Yeah, you ain't shitting.
Making out with her while pinned to the bathroom wall was hot as hell. When I was 13, one of my friends and I were both girls.
Getting a lot of girls here.
Yeah, we are.
A lot of girl action.
You girls are just as crazy.
A lot of girl on girl action here.
My friends and I started experimenting by making out in the bathroom stalls at school. I would suck on her neck, and she would lightly bite my bottom lip, press her knee up in between my legs, and grope my boobs. We were each other's first kiss. Looking back, what we were doing was probably really obvious to our other friends, as during lunchtime we would slip into the stalls together and tell them to wait outside for 5 minutes while we proceeded to make out. I ended up developing a massive crush on her. I'm bisexual, but we eventually had a falling out due to friendship issues, and I haven't spoken to her since. However, making out with her while pinned to the bathroom wall was hot as hell, and probably the sexiest thing I've done in my life so far.
Well, you don't live a very exciting life then, if that's the most exciting.
Yeah, wait till you meet some dude that'll choke you till you can't breathe anymore, and then gives you a fucking orgasm. And I would do it all over again in a heartbeat if I had the chance. Kissing her became an addiction, and what excited me was how rebellious, dirty, and sinful it all was, being so young, and furthermore, both being girls. When people ask me who my first kiss was, I just say that I haven't had one yet, and they tell me, oh, don't worry, darling. The right one will come. You'll find it super addicting. Yeah, well, then she says, ha, if they only knew. Yeah, she had some chick's knee in her crotch.
Yeah.
And that's how it starts. Next
She's
thing you know,
a real
you're
wild
doing,
one.
Next thing you know, you're doing OnlyFans.
Yeah, next thing you know, you actually got a dick in your fucking crotch. Wow, you imagine?
Sure.
Whew.
Well, we were at an hour and 40 minutes. I'm getting hot. I'd like to enjoy one of these beers outside, maybe, or something.
With
or
the
some
fucking music blasting.
Yeah, something. I hear the neighbor's doing chainsawing, though, so we might have to wait a minute. But, well, that fucking speaker, we'll hear it over the chainsaw.
Trust me, we're going to
drown the fucking chainsaw out.
He'll appreciate it. He won't need his headphones.
That's right. So this is episode 49. Matt will be back on the next one. Hopefully Mike will be back on the next one. I kind of like having Mike back. And I don't know, Catskill Mountain Moonshine, August 20th. Do not forget, we will be live there in front of the audience. And there's 3 bars, or 2 bars at least. There's 3, I think, right there on this corner. And the other bars are not going to be doing concerts that night as well. So there'll be Catskill Mountain Moonshine, and these other 2 bars, the patrons from them will be over as well. It's kind of it's hard to explain, but it's all like an alley system, but a big alley. You saw the pictures of the, If you go to the Facebook page, the Back and Forth Facebook page, there's a video of how it's set up. So you'll see what I'm talking about. But We'll be there August 20th at 8 p.m. The show starts. You can come earlier and hang out with us. We'll be setting shit up if you want. And probably drinking and like you say, we'll be in rare form by 8 o'clock.
Oh, yeah.
8 till 11 is going to be. I don't know how it's going to go. I'm getting nervous.
One way to find out.
In front of a live audience. You know, the pizza shop thing made me a little nervous, but there was just people coming in and out doing pizza and stuff. It was basically this, but with some people where my kitchen is. In this case, there's people coming to literally just watch us, which is going to be tough.
Perfect.
So I'm going to have to figure out some games. We got some stuff. We talk about this every time. But there's your update. It will be 8 p.m. August 20th at Catskill Mountain Moonshine in Saugerties, New York. Look that up on Google. Look it up in Apple Maps, Google Maps, anywhere. It comes right up.
If you're not there, you have a little dick.
That's right. For sure, too, it's not even about, I mean, it's for the show, but they actually he makes his own liquor there. It's a nice bar anyway, just to go to if there's nothing going on. It's a nice place to go to. So, all right, hopefully we see you guys there, and we'll see you on episode. Oh, what are we going to do should we do something for episode 50, or should we just wait for 100? Should we do something cool for episode 50?
50.
You think we should come up with something?
It's pretty big.
It is.
Come a long way.
Sure have. Look at this fucking place now compared to a cell phone hooked up to my computer.
That's what I mean. So 50 is a good one.
All right, well, let's see if we can come up with something in a couple. Probably not something too huge because we only got a week to figure it out. So we'll have to do something here. But
yeah, we should have done a little more planning.
Yeah, I didn't really think of episode 50 as such a big deal until you just said, I was like, yeah, it kind of is.
I think it is.
Maybe we'll come up with something quick.
Compared to where we come from, where we started and everything, I think it is. So
we'll think of something. Maybe I can get a bunch of our old guests to come back and we'll do a bunch of us all at the same time.
That's true. We could have a whole fucking 6, 7.
I mean, that shit, you know, like Rock was here and Scully was here and everybody was here. And there's a couple that won't be coming back.
But unfortunately, yeah. But
they couldn't handle themselves. So here we are. All right, guys, that's the end of today's show. We will see you on episode 50 with hopefully some kind of cool shit going on. And hey, whore.
Hey, whore.